guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paroma Sharma and this is my little rectangle where I share a little bit of my life with you. And if you are actually new to my channel, welcome. I am actually a big advocate for heatless hairstyles. I love a good heatless fix. That's not to say that I don't use styling tools that use heat for my hair. Definitely use them. I use a blow dryer every now and then, here and there. I use my straightener. I don't necessarily use my curling iron. I have a curling rod. I've used it a couple of times, really honestly like a handful of times since I've had it. I've had it for about like 6-7 years. I'm not really too keen on using heat for the volume and the curls. I generally use heat to straighten my hair, but because my hair is already wavy, I'm not a big fan of using heat to curl it. I've always tried different kinds of things, but what I've actually never used, which we're going to be using today, is flex rods. I picked these up for $5.99 at BSW Beauty Supply Store, and these are 20 millimeters in diameter. I wanted to get something that was like thick, like it wasn't thin, but at the same time, it wasn't necessarily like too thick because I don't necessarily want really big jumbo curls or waves, but I also don't want tight ringlets. So I decided to go for this, see how this works out. I'm going to be filming something in a bit later on today, so I thought I wanted to doll up and look a little bit nice for it, and look not like this. My hair is actually a little bit damp, but I might go and like dampen it up a little bit more. The thing is that it's midday and I am going to be filming later on in the evening, so I'm not going to sleep with these rods on, but also like I've seen reviews of people sleeping with these rods on and they just don't look that good or comfortable. So if I want overnight heatless curls, I have lots of other ways to do that, and I have videos on that on my channel, lots of comfier ways. So I would much rather use one of those than actually have like a bunch of jumbo rods in my hair. Not about it. So that's why I'm starting off with like damp-ish hair, not necessarily wet hair, because to be very honest, even if I was going to bed with this on, I wouldn't do wet hair because my hair is just really long and dense and thick, and there's no way in heck that it would dry, let alone retain the curl that I'm trying to achieve. So I'm going to go and just slightly re-dampen my hair, but it is already like damp, like I can feel it, but the ends get a little bit dry. I have dry, brittle ends to begin with anyways. So I'm gonna go dampen it. Like I said, I'm probably aiming to keep this in my hair for about 2 hours-ish, and then I'm going to do a little bit of makeup and get changed and get dressed to film another video. You're not supposed to really get uniform curls out of this. It's supposed to look natural and a little bit messy, to be very honest. I will go re-dampen my hair and come back. I will be right back. We've got freshly dampened hair. What I'm going to do is just really roughly kind of splitting it down the middle, because that really helps me like manage it, I guess, and to section it off. So I'm going to leave, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6, so I do 3 on either side, which is good. I'm gonna do the bottom layer actually pretty thick. I'm gonna use 1 for this. I'm going to release the same amount down there. And put the rest up, whatever we are not using. I've heard people say that the more hair you use in a rod, the looser your curl is gonna be, and I don't really want tight curls. I want looser curls, so. Okay, I'm going to just brush this out. I'm going to bring this all the way to the end, and basically here's my end. I'm twisting it in on itself, and I am just rolling over top, and then just fold this and lock it in place. Just sandwich that. That did not work too well. That's really not what I wanted. So I'm gonna go at it again. Okay, I'm going to crisscross them just to like, it's not working, okay. Just have really long hair. Maybe this just isn't meant for really long hair. Let's just like really try to lock her in here, huh? Well, if she's gonna hang loose like that, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not really impressed with these because if I've got to have like these dangly bits all over the place, like they're just not tight. Like the rods aren't strong. So maybe don't get these ones from BSW because these are the ones that I'm using. Brushed out my damp hair here, grabbing the flexi rod, the flexi flex rod, all the way to the end, curling my ends in, and then rolling her up on itself so that my ends are locked in my own hair. Kind of gathering it, trying to clean it up here. Getting it as close to the head as possible, of course, and crisscross and lock her up. She does not hold that well, huh? I've seen other people do this and their flexi rods just like really snapped into place and they really hung on. Like it doesn't lock in on itself. It's really not that strong. 4 left. I'm gonna do 2 on each side. This stuff, I actually don't want it to split down the middle, so I'm gonna gather all my top hair and put it to the back together first. 1 here, and 2 on either side. So really like this section, just above my forehead. Roll it back so that it's lifting. And I'm rolling it, you see what I mean by rolling it back? If you have little flyaway hairs like me, just gather it. Just tuck it back in on itself as you're like rolling it, if that makes any sense. Let's go ahead and tie this up here. These do not hold my hair. Oh, okay. I'm thoroughly disappointed with this, but we started this, so let's go ahead. Maybe it'll end up looking nice, but I'm just like not happy with the way it's flopping all around. So I'm gathering 1 more at the crown of my head, all my hair together. Let's just finish what we started. Hoping she'll stay put wherever it is that I choose to put her. All right. This one's a nice wide one. Really, dude? So nice, so lovely. This is just so comfy. Oh, that one stayed. What did I do differently? Maybe we just gotta redo the other ones. I don't know. The last one, instead of locking it upwards, I locked it downwards. So maybe that's the key. Oh, you live and you learn. Okay, so you gotta lock it downwards, not upwards. I'm not re-rolling it, I'm just tightening the roll and locking it downwards instead of upwards. Oh yeah, that feels nice and secure. Okay guys, all right, I'm more hopeful about this. I might put a scarf over this just to like, so that was a rocky start, but it looks like it's gonna work. Yeah, so that's the key, guys. If you really want it to stay flush against your head, make sure you roll in whichever direction. Roll it all the way flush to your head, and then once it's to your head, you take the ends and you lock it downwards. Don't make the mistake of taking the ends and locking it upwards the way that I was doing it, because then you get all these like floppy pieces. Flush to the head, roll tightly against the head, and then let's just lock this downwards. Better. This looks like it's gonna work, but that took a little bit of trial and error, and I hope I end up looking pretty nice at the end of this. Okay, so we are back. It's been about an hour and a half. I like wrapped it up like this. I don't know what I did. I just wrapped it up. Let's do this. I think it's, I don't want to jinx it. Okay, let's just unravel. Don't know how people sleep with this on because it's just not comfortable. Like it's just like tugging at like my hair and stuff. I look like I have a bakery on my head. Like look at these beautiful croissants. I don't want a bakery on my head anymore, so I'm going to unravel. First one down. Oh, not too shabby. I like the fact that the ends curled, but not necessarily the whole hair, because it's gonna take length away. I see someone trying to come in. You guys see? This is what we're working with. Before we've even separated them, we are going to go ahead and put some products in it. Let's get some hairspray on this girl. So I've hairsprayed it just a smidge. I'm just letting it air out. I actually really like how this turned out even before I've separated it. I really like it. Okay. So this is called a Double Buttercream Rich Daily Moisturizer. A power-packed, natural moisturizing buttercream. Provides dehydrated hair with what it needs to look and behave its very best. Well, sign me up. So I've used this a couple times. It actually feels and smells like something you can eat. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I gave it a little taste because I was just curious. I just wanted to know. I don't really like swallow it or anything, but I like took like a bit, anyways, didn't taste that good, but it's so beautiful. I'm going to show you guys. Oh, look at that. And I'm just going to rub it on my fingertips like so. And I'm gonna start separating my curls. Now the reason I did that is because I find that with my kind of hair, when I'm trying to separate any kind of curls, they get really frizzy, and I feel like having some sort of cream or moisturizer or oil on my fingertips, on my hand, kind of prevents it from getting too frizzy. I don't know if it actually does anything, but I feel like it does. So I don't know what brand this is because I've actually never like seen this brand anywhere. So the thing with these kinds of things is you really can't judge it when you fresh take it out. Especially anything with curls, you really do have to like separating the curls and setting your hair post taking it out of whatever the contraption or devices that you're using on it is as important, I'd say, as the actual process of rolling it. So like if you're like skipping the process of like separating your hair and putting product into it, like post taking it out of a style, and by product I don't mean you have to lather it with products. I just mean you have to, like, even if like prior to having this hair cream I had coconut oil and I do it with coconut oil. Oh, what have I just been like sitting here talking to you guys and like, when did this happen? This is like my new thing. This is so good. So despite the rough and rocky start with this, it turned out amazing. I think this is probably my favorite heatless style. I'm not even kidding with you. And I have tried a lot. I have not documented all of them, but I have tried a lot of heatless hairstyles, and this is like, unless I'm forgetting something, this is my favorite. Okay, you guys. Are you ready to see the final look? Here it is. How amazing. I'm in love with this. Holy crap. I did not expect this to look so flawless. And what I love about it is that it doesn't look like I tried too hard. Like, it looks effortless. It looks just like, you know, even enough, but still uneven. Like, it really, I'm stunned. It's great because I didn't do it on wet hair and I didn't do it on freshly washed hair. I feel like if I had done either of those things, the curls would have just ended up being really tight. I am runway ready. This looks like a wig. Okay, maybe not like runway ready, but you know what I mean? Like, wow. Now that I know how to put it in and how to lock it in place properly, I think this would have taken me like 10 minutes, not even, to roll up and do. I'm extremely impressed with this entire hair situation. Okay, you guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for dropping by and spending some time with me. If you like these kinds of hair videos, if you like these kinds of beauty videos in general, then go ahead and smash that like button. It really helps a girl out. And do me a favor, subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. I'm 100% sold. I'm such a fan, which it did not seem like that. When we started off this video, I was really disappointed. I love it. Thanks for watching, you guys. That's it for today. And I hope you really enjoyed this video. I will see you guys very, very soon.